Hello, everybody. We are back with our keynote number one of the day.
Woo! Woo!
Woo! Where are we in our? We've. This is the last of session two. We're about to get into session three after this, huh?
Yeah.
Um. Wow, time is rolling, man. It's five already, and we started at one. Unfortunately, Stephen McBride could not be with us because he is such a hectic schedule in the industry. But he does send his love and his regards. But he did say it would be touch and go, and so I'm glad that I was able to interview him for this, so we could share this presentation and this keynote with you all. Currently, so let's get into it. So we have a presentation here, and our keynote for the day is our first keynote of the day is Capturing Left Eye with Stephen McBride. And Stephen has been super generous again to gift us 4 prints for the giveaway. So if you have not, we've announced 2 of our winners from Instagram and Facebook, but I believe Twitter is still up. So if you have not submitted to the giveaway or entered for the giveaway, please do submit on Twitter. I think that's the last one that's going to be up. So you can get a free print from Stephen McBride. Um,
Woo!
so we're going to move on to our presentation here. So welcome to Keynote One. We are honored to have you join us for a special keynote session, and it's Capturing Left Eye, featuring New York-based photographer Stephen McBride. Today we will take an intimate journey through the lens of Stephen, who has had the unique privilege of photographing Lisa Left Eye Lopez. And so on one summer day in 1990, um, Stephen had captured a moment in time that would become super iconic, rares to us fans recently. Photographing Lisa Left Eye Lopez for the charitable women's hip hop calendar here in Atlanta, Georgia. The experience was not only only allowed Stephen to showcase his talent, but also work closely with one of the dynamic figures in music history. And earlier this month, I had the privilege to get to know Stephen through an insightful email interview. And today I'm excited to present that interview in this presentation, along with some of the photography works that you guys been seeing in the great quality. And 2 of those photography works are featured in our digital exhibition that will be going live tomorrow. So you should check those out over there as well. But we will explore his reflections on that unforgettable day and his beautiful tear-jerking perspective on Lisa's enduring legacy. So, just a little bit about Steven. He's a professional photographer, as I said, based in New York. He specializes in music photography. You see him do a lot of hip hop photography specifically, which you can tell by the body of his works, and also the celebrities and fashion and advertising and product photography his portfolio shows on his website. He has also had the pleasure of shooting people who he's admired throughout his careers and over the great it's given him a great feeling in what he's doing over the years. And so he's super, super happy to share a lot of his work with us today. And you can read a more in depth biography that is available via his website. And he goes into his whole life story. I really encourage you guys to check it out, from his upbringing up to present day and what the future looks like for him. So the first question I asked Stephen was, everyone has a unique origin story that led them to discover their life's purpose, and we would love to hear yours. How did you begin your journey as a photographer, and what brought you specifically to photographing, hip hop culture? And this was his answer. He said, "Well, photography, my photography journey. I'm sorry, guys. Photography journey began when I first started taking pictures as a location scout on New York Undercover TV show. So he started off in New York Undercover. And if you don't know New York Undercover, you should do your research because that was like the OG Law and Order. My assignment, yeah, right. My assignment. And it's funny because New York Undercover actually features an episode of a TLC song, History, in their 3rd season. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
My assignment was taking. My assignment was taking pictures of locations for the episode. So he was a location scout. And so question 2 was, what was it like to photograph Lisa Left Eye Lopez? And what were your initial impressions of her? And so he said it was an honor to photograph Lisa. When she first walked in, I was wrapping up a previous photo shoot because we were shooting for a hip hop calendar in Atlanta in a hotel room, and I didn't recognize her. They had to tell me that it was Lisa. That's when I
Mm.
introduced myself. She smiled, and that's when I knew it was her. She was so cool and calm and excited about the project.
Well,
Question 3. Tell us the story behind the photo shoot with Lisa Left Eye Lopez. And how did the collaboration for this project come about? If possible, provide a glimpse into the day of the photo shoot, right? And so he
mhm,
said capturing the artist itself is an art. I mean, capturing the artist is an art itself. Because I'm known for catering the subject's personality in the industry. This was a big reason why I was selected for this project. They needed someone who could capture these artists' inner souls to speak. This is what I do. I always communicate with them first and get a good feeling of who they are. It doesn't take much, just being yourself is all it is, really, all it really takes. This approach because wait, this is my that is my approach because it is who I am, and if they can't feel comfortable around you, you're the only you're only going to get a standard picture. So that's interesting.
mm,
Very interesting, his idea, his concept around shooting artists. What's
mm.
the experience of I mean excuse me, what was the experience of capturing Lisa's essence through your lens, and how did you stand out from the other remarkable individuals? Well, how did she stand out from the other remarkable individuals you've worked with in the entertainment and hip hop industry? And he said Lisa left the creative. This is what I found super insightful because Lisa is typically super hands on with her
Mhm.
work, and so she left the creativity of the shoot up to him, and as did the other artists, because when I walk into an unknown location, I always go over every inch of it and see how I could incorporate the subject into the location the best way possible that fits their personality. After looking at the outfits and the one she selected, I decided to use the part of the bedroom, and it was small and had a wall that was covered with mirrors so that the shot that you see with her on the bed, and I shot the image from the mirror from the mirror image, and now that was some serious skill there, because yeah, that's super serious skill because you have
Mhm.
to make sure you're not in the image while you're getting that mirror shot. So that's what
That's
he
a
was talking.
different type of angle.
It is. It's a literal science. You really had to know your lighting very well, amongst other things. And so question 5 was what was Lisa's creative vision or intent for this shoot, and how did you two collaborate to bring this vision to life? So he said I never he never really experimented on jobs, but he did test photo shoots to test new equipment. Um, for Lisa, this is more he actually elaborated more on the technical side more so than the collaborative effort because it was a more of a technical thing for him and not necessary. Like he said before, Lisa kind of had gave the artistic control up to him, but he did say that there wasn't anything kind of new that he tried. He said he doesn't do test photo shoots, but excuse me, you don't want to typically experiment on anyone else because it's unprofessional, and because the test lighting and the equipment all the time, I'm never really in a jam when it's in the location. So he never really tested anything out. It was pretty much a typical straightforward shoot with Lisa. And for Lisa's shoot, he used a softbox along with natural lighting for windows because it was a great light coming from that room, as you guys will see in the next coming photos. But it was a controlled shot box, and he shot Lisa on a medium format, everything on film. And oh, this is back actually. Let's see where we are. Really interesting. Sorry, I think my slideshows are added. Oh, and this goes back to him meeting Lisa. Actually, this clip here. all started with that smile she gave me when I introduced myself, the smile that I gave back. It was almost like we understood each other just through the smile alone. When you let your light shine, it's almost like we need each other at the moment. It's almost like I knew it for years. I know it sounds cliche, but it is true. It's a true feeling that happens. Excuse me. She knew that I was she knew that I would not do her wrong, and I don't know if she's done her homework about me beforehand, but she trusted me instantly. And that goes back to the collaboration answer to the question as well. So this is the first picture that's up on his website. This is also featured in our digital exhibition. This one, obviously, this is a part of the hip hop calendar as well. This was shot in Atlanta. Um, First picture. Second picture, part of the yearbook. This is the bedroom setup. You could see that he was talking about with the natural lighting and using those soft boxes on Lisa. This is the fourth picture that he decided to include as well. Um, this one is the mirror shot that he was talking about. This is the fifth picture, and this one is actually included in our digital exhibit as well. And this is another bed shot. So I had another question for him after sharing these images, but I asked him to share any memorable memories or anecdotes from his photo session with Lisa and how he managed to encapsulate Lisa's distinctive personality and artistic spirit in his photographs. Um, let's see. Oh, I see what happened. It reversed my slides when I imported it in here. Hold on one second. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm going to have to share again. It reversed my slides. Oh no. It did. They're out of order. I was like, why are these? Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. We're having a little bit of tech. It's been a technical field day.
Listen, this is the first virtual symposium. You catching us in rare form, okay? This is rare form.
It's so funny. All of our test subjects have gone together. Let me.
All of it.
Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, it reversed my slides. That's weird.
I'm glad y'all sticking with us. Y'all, y'all soaking this information. Y'all participating, answering questions, or actually asking questions. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And
here we go. Yeah.
even the artists that were on the panel is still coming back and saying, "What's up? Thank you. You are."
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
All right. I have to do this because it's backwards. I don't know why. That's so weird. That's never happened to me. Bear with me, y'all. My nerves are kicking in. Were there any particular challenges or standout highlights during the photo session with Lisa? And how did Lisa's energy and presence influence your creative process as a photographer? That was the next question I asked him. He said, honestly, the only challenges was a small room and the amount of people that were there. Probably a lack of sleep, but other than that, everyone on site was on point because I had to run a tight ship.
Yes.
I catch you sleeping, I'll send you off that immediately, and I will not have distractions interfering with my shoot, because if that artist is distracted or the person you're shooting, you're not going to get the best, or you're going to have to work really hard to bring them back in. But Lisa and I were locked in, and it was just comfortable. There was a videographer on set as well, and his segment went well as well. And then back to going, that actually, this is the video that they're talking about. Can I click it in here? This is a screenshot of the video. It was, but it's not clickable in here for some reason. But I had embedded the video. But this is the promo video that most of you have probably seen. And this is courtesy of the artist, right? Because he had the video on. But yes, this is a rare promo shot of her, and that she just did like a little PSA type of vibe here, and that was actually from the set in which Steven was on.
I'm
And
gonna see if
so,
I can. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick and upload it. Go ahead, keep talking.
okay, thank you.
Mm.
Please, I asked him to please describe the atmosphere on set during the shooting with Lisa. And did you notice any changes in Lisa's demeanor or style throughout your session with her? Did she surprise you in any way? And he said that this was actually an interesting, lengthy response. But he said, well, he had heard rumors of Lisa being difficult to work with, but he did not see that at all. As a matter of fact, she came in early, ready, quiet. Like I said, I didn't even recognize her because of another reason for that is I didn't expect her to be there at the time, but I'm glad that she did. And he had more time to relax and take it all in with the other people on the staff, which is really cool. You get to build a relationship with the artist whom you're shooting and have a comfortable environment. I think for any shoot, that's the ultimate requirement to feel um, that communal environment or communal atmosphere. The one thing about this business is if you have one bad shoot or one situation, that'll be the one thing everybody talks about. And that's something I never got involved with or held over anyone's head. When you come into the shoot with me, it's like, okay, whatever happened in the past has nothing to do with what we're going to do because I'm going to set it off. We're going to get the best, and that's what we did. I really I really want people to know that Lisa is one of the sweetest people I've met in the business, and I really mean that. She had the fire in her eyes. That was going to be a new chapter. I could see it and I felt it and I captured it on film. That's what he said about Lisa, working with Lisa.
Just so you know, I found the video,
Oh, you
and I
did?
let me see if I can upload it.
Wonderful, thank you.
Star from TLC. I'm chilling with Flex Entertainment, and y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all just stay tuned.
See, that
Yep,
was it.
that was the little clip. All right, add to this page. Okay. Oh yeah, here we are. Now my slides are back in order. Yay! Finally, how do you think your photographs could contribute to the enduring legacy of Lisa Lefta Lopez? And he said, because this was only one shoot that we've done together, for some reason, something inside of me told me to hold on to these pictures as long as I did. I never released them except for the job that it was meant for, which was the calendar. And I think the calendar only had one shot, so we had never seen the rest of these shots until a recent, like earlier this year. And I kept the negatives in storage um, and well protected because I knew she would have a long, great legacy in this business, and I wanted to protect those images basically. And I can't even begin to tell you how many people that I've turned down and how much money was thrown at me and wanting to share these images over the years. But I've waited and waited until something inside of me told me it was time to release these great images of her, especially for the younger generation, so they could see what I saw in her. I didn't want them to get lost in the sauce, and that's why the images are so special to me. Yeah, he wanted.
No, that's beautiful because I feel like I know what's who like people bid in it. I was like, you know what, I love that you found something special, and not only in the moment that you had, that you had decided to release those. Because I was like, well before that Symposium was even a thought. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and then us, what I'm saying, like he gifted us with them pictures, like
Yeah.
print,
Right.
untagged. So I'm just saying, like, just give away, honey.
Prints are expensive, like so Stephen, what in my communication with him, he's been very communal and wanting to nurture the younger fans of Lisa Left Eye Lopez, period. Like, he's very interested in building that generational gap and making sure that they know as much about Lisa as possible, even with his short encounter with her, because he was such a he always often regards her as such a beautiful spirit. That's his to go to. And for him to be able to share all of this with us and, be willing to interview, allowing me to interview him. It was great. And then he also has a book coming out soon. And I asked him about his photography book because there's a few other people that he's photographed too, like Debrat and other folks and
Look
other
him.
Lil Kim, Destiny's Child, so many folks. And so I asked him about this, and I asked him about whether his first photography book that should be due, I believe, the end of this year or the next coming year, whether the stories from this shoot will be featured in there. And this is what he said: my upcoming book is going to be a project of love, and I've been working on it in here and there for the past 3 years, but now I have the pedal to the metal because I have so many archive stories that I want to share this time now. And I have so many pictures out of the shoots that even the ones that were published can't even hold a candle to what's really on film. And that's what the art director picked for the publishing job. But so selections will tell the real story, and that's what I want this book to show, and that's what it will show. And I'm very excited about it. Most of the photoshopping and retouching, I should say, has been completed, and he's moving on to the next section of the phase, which is the writing phase, and he's really trying to get it out this year as soon as possible, and it definitely not next year. And you better believe that Lisa will have a featured section.
Good.
Yeah.
Hold it down. I love how they hold it down for
Yes,
our girl. Hold it down.
they do. Yes, they do. And so thank you for listening to the keynote. I really wish Stephen could have been able to join us today, but he is swamped with work, and I understand. So hopefully we'll have him in person next year for the symposium in real time.
Symposium 2025.
Yeah, 2025. So thank you. Please visit our digital exhibit tomorrow to see Stephen's work up close and personal a little bit more. Then you can go on Stephen's website as well. But for now, Eye for Eye Symposium. To buy prints or posters, contact Stephen and keep up with his artwork. Please visit Stephen McBride photography.com. And yes, that has been our first keynote for the day. I hope you enjoyed the interview. It was a great
Yeah.
one to conduct.
It
It was
was.
great.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you,
Yes, thank
Stephen.
you so much. He's been super supportive of our symposium efforts, and I really appreciate it. Alrighty, y'all. Well, we are going to go ahead and take a break and transition into the next space. And but we're going to go ahead and take a 20-minute 20-minute break. Go grab some food, get yourself some rest, get yourself right, and then we're going to come back with the presentation from he who was supposed to present earlier, but now he's able to. I'm just glad he's able to present. He's going to take my spot, and I will just upload a recording of my presentation at a later date. But he's going to take my spot and have a presentation. He has a presentation prepared for. Say all of that in a row. He has a presentation prepared for a debriefing of Lisa's verse in Freedom. So stay tuned for that.
All
All
right.
right. All right, we will see you in the next stream.
Presentation about Freedom what? Freedom Remix?
Yes,
Yes.
Freedom Mix.
Freedom Remix. Keep it
Freedom.
locked.
Yep. All right. See y'all the next stream.